What's up, people? Here go the third installment of Caution Real Radio. I was actually thinking about, talking about Remember When, but then that's when I thought to myself, merchandise? Why? And yes, I did refer to myself in third person because I am your host, Merchandise Eddie Stanley. I truly thought to myself of going, why talk about Remember when I can talk about other things like relationship advice. Now, granted, I am one of them people that will give advice if you ask for it. If you don't ask for it, I pretty much just watch the cars fall. I deal with a lot of people that ask relationship advice, and I give good advice, but there are the ones that actually go, okay, well, I'm gonna do what I want to. Thanks for the advice. And them, I normally just sit back and watch. Like, I was gonna talk about mainly the guy's perspective of a relationship, but where's the fun in that when I can talk about the female side too? See, that's why it pays to have female friends. Not the female friends that you trying to be friends with benefits, or the ones that you got a hidden agenda. Because honestly, the one thing I learned about females, if you just tell them the truth, guess what? Things is gonna happen. But regardless, females' perspective, they always ask. I done have females that done went from this guy cheated on me to this guy won't be truthful with me to this guy did this to this guy did that. That's why I'm single. That's why I need to be single. That's why this, that, blah, 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 blah. My bad. I'm sorry for actually offending females out there, but it's the God honest truth. Half the time, it does sound like blah, 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 blah. But regardless to say, I want to talk about main points on females' perspective and guy points. I'm rehash this show with the female voice on here, probably a couple females, and I'm probably gonna have backup with me, so we can debate everything. But you know what? I sitting here. This is the little to no show prep show where I'm just gonna wing it, just like the last two episodes. So if I go off on a rant like the last episode, why you mad, Stan? Forgive me. I'm long winded. I know my flaws. Do you know your flaws? Look in the mirror. I bet you can find it. I found mine. It only took me what? Probably 25 plus years, even though I'm 33, about 25 plus years to realize that. But hey, it is what it is. Needless to say. Back to the subject at hand. With females, it is so funny because certain females find every reason to like not care for their man or to do certain things where, you know what? I think I'm just gonna base this on relationship. Relationships are very complicated. It takes a lot of communication. Even with the one song that says, if you can't love the one, if you can't be with the one you love the one you want, or love the one you with. Yeah, that's how I go. Not a shameless plug, but I tell you, music is very important in my life. So, I tend to agree with certain songs that I feel. Basically, what I'm saying is, I find it funny that females are honestly one of the greatest creations besides childbirth. I myself, I couldn't be a female because I saw what my significant other did, and with both kids is truly one of them things of I can't imagine. Even though every female bust out, it's just a muscle. Yeah, I become a baby when I get a cold, so I don't think pushing out a baby out of my male parts is going to be justified. But truly, I give women a lot of credit because The only thing they ask for truthfully in a relationship, just be truthful with them. Just tell them the truth. Yeah, there are secrets in every relationship, and nobody can sit here and lie and say, oh, well, there's no secrets in our relationship. You're lying. Oh, we tell each other everything. You're lying. Unless you're a Professor X and can read the person's mind, or a female is Jean Grey and can read people's minds, no. Every relationship has secrets. All of them. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you the church going reverend with the missus to the crackhead with the prostitute wife. Everybody has secrets. Every relationship has secrets. There's nothing that's going to change my opinion, because I already know certain things you don't want to tell your significant other. Why? Because you don't want to hear their mouth. And then basically, if everybody was truthful with each other, guess what? We couldn't live in that PC world that you heard me rant about last episode. I myself, I really don't care. I try to go through life stress free. Yeah, life can be stressful, but oh well. Back to the matter at hand. When it comes to relationships with females, just be truthful with them. They will pretty much forgive dang near anything you do, unless you kill their mom, cheat on them with their sister or family member or whatever. But you can actually try to make things, like, you can pretty much try to make things work, because females know guys. They know us. I don't even try to say you pulling one over on a female, because guess what? They are the best detectives besides your local police force detectives. They can piece together clues. They can sense when something's wrong. Some guys can do it, but some guys just don't care. Even with dudes that decide they want to hit on a girl. I don't understand. I truly don't get it. I was in this situation before where, I saw a dude beat up a female, and police came, and the first thing she said was, it was guys, I was trying to break it up. The first thing the female said was, oh, they attacked her. He was trying to defend her. But he ain't have a scratch on him, so was they really trying to attack him? It took an eyewitness to come and tell people, no, he was the one that was whooping her tail at the parking lot. Like, at the bus stop. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say parking lot, but at the bus stop. And the police had to tell him straight up, like, had to tell the dude straight up, like, okay, yeah, y'all may have jumped on him because he jumped on her and all that stuff, but next time you see something like that happen, let it go through. I don't understand certain females in that situation, because, like, we already know that females are emotional creatures. We already know that females have a sense of the God-given law, quote unquote, that all females think, oh, well, I know him as what he is. I can change him. That's your first mistake. Don't ever try to change a guy. A guy is set the way that we are set, probably from high school at the age of 14. Probably not even 14. I'll say 18. 18, granted. Yeah, 18. We are set in our ways. So if you think that you're going to change us and you want us to be the little Prince Charming dudes that you read in books where we're this and just automatically we just going to go, oh baby, no, stop living the fairy tale. That's why certain songs back in the day and certain songs now that be talking about this great man, even the people that singing it, they already know. They just singing it to get you wet. That's basically what it is. They don't really believe what they're singing. Even if they do believe what they're singing, hey, more power to them. But I myself, as a regular guy, I already know. Nah, you're not going to change me. I'm going to be stuck in my ways. If I am pretty much what Popeye said, I am what I am, and that's all that I am. Other than Popeye, like I said, I'm Eddie Stanley. So, yes, certain things will get on your nerves. Certain things will make you mad. But guess what, ladies? Deal with it. But even with that, to the guys, your female is going to be your female the way you take them for what they are. You can get mad at them. My thing is, you really don't want to hit on them, even though they egg you to do it. They will always win. I don't see the point, but they will always win. And you know what's so funny? That even goes with the homosexual community too, or that sounded so formal. That sounded so PC. Let's call it what it is. The gay community as well. Where if there's a female in a lesbian relationship, guess what? They're gonna take her side. If there's a guy in a and he's dating a female gay dude, whatever they call, like, ooh, I don't want to make it sound like that, but whatever they prefer to be, the film of the relationship or whatever, guess what? The police is going to take their side. So, regardless of what you think, you will never win with a female truly, because they truly outthink us to the factor of they'll leave, like the one great Richard Pryor said, they'll leave us sitting in the pool of our own spit and snot and tears going, hey, baby. So you're not going to win. My whole thing is just try to be the very best to that female, because truthfully, they can do a lot more stuff. They can hold secrets for us. We do dumb things, but females, I applaud y'all for being on this earth, because without y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, half of us would still probably be having our knuckles scraping the ground. That's just honest, because I know if I ain't have mine, shoot, I don't know what. But I know it's certain things that I can improve on to be a better person, but hey, like I said, I am what I am. Just like she is what she is. That's not knocking, but every relationship got ups and downs. Every relationship need to have a balance of talking, communication, or something. Even with the childish, I'm not talking to you thing. Yeah, I do it a lot, but my thing is, I am who I am. I'm an only child, so I'm kind of used to getting things my own way, and when I don't, I pout like a little boy, even though I'm a grown man. I act like I'm 3 when you add 30 years to it. Guess what? I'm 33, but still act like that 3-year-old that want to suck his thumb and pretty much reach for his blanket. Shout out for my dog Linus, because that was my hero growing up, because I was Linus. Uh, but even with dudes, like, we expect our females to be a certain way. Guess what? No, they're not. They are who they are. Either you can accept it or move on. You might find something better, you might not. My thing is, I believe that certain relationships are doomed because of lack of communication. I feel that certain things that get pushed over because I don't know why. I can't even sit here and lie to y'all and say, okay, well, I'm the host with the answers. I'm not. Everybody have their own opinion of how relationships should go. You should just do what's best for you and your significant other. When it comes to like males, is us, like I said, we are simple. I'm not even gonna lie. We are simple. Do if you actually be the girl, and you know what I'm talking about, if you just be, you know what, I'm just gonna come out and say, if you be the whore that you was when you was first getting us, like first becoming into a relationship with us, then guess what, there's no problem. Like, we understand, I'm tired, I'm not in the mood, I'm this. But the way we look at it is, what after, even though life smack us in the face, we would like to come home to the whore that actually want us in the first place. Because I don't care what anybody say, females, it's a competition. It doesn't matter if that's your best friend, this. Why you think certain cute girls hang around ugly chicks. Why? Because it's a competition. It's one of them. I want to feel beautiful, even though I might not, but at least if I have this hag next to me, guess what? I can feel beautiful. But then again, what make it so funny, even them days where you go, I'm gonna take the ugly hag with me so I can attract dudes, guess what? There's always that one dude that actually want the girl that you consider that ugly hag over you. Why? Because that's just their preference. That's why, honestly, I can sit here and tell you, I myself, real cute girls, I barely talk to them. Why? Not because I'm intimidated by them. Most guys won't tell you this, but I myself, I can't speak for most guys, but I can speak for myself. The reason why I don't go for the drop dead gorgeous dime chicks that people think of is because truthfully, y'all been told y'all was beautiful too many freaking times when y'all was younger. So when y'all grow up, y'all pretty much act like everybody owe you something. I remember working at a restaurant where two females came up to the drive-through and was like, "Oh, if you give us this item, my friend will give you her phone number." I laughed in their face because I said, "Yeah, so how?" I was like, "One, how would I know if that's a real number? Two, I'm not about to lose my job for you. Three, I'm sorry, but if y'all horn yourself out just for an item on the menu that y'all don't want to pay for, find some other sucker, because that's not me." That's why half the time females that I end up becoming friends with and talking to are beautiful for the simple fact they're down to earth. They, even when they had dudes telling them, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, blah blah blah, this," guess what? They didn't let it go to their head. They pretty much went, "Thank you," and still chilled. They still talked to you. They still did this. I'm a firm believer that yes, you can have a friendship with a attractive female and really have no sense of, "Oh, I gotta conquer her." I don't. I'm sorry, I really don't. But that's why even with females where they go, "Well, I don't understand why my man cheated on me and this," is probably because you're not doing something or you didn't ask him what do he like. Everybody got different kinks. I know I got kinks. I know other people got kinks. My kinks is somewhat alright, but I'm a Pisces. So what does that tell you if you follow the zodiac sign? And this will make it funny. I was born in 81, so by the Chinese zodiac, I'm the year of the cock, rooster. So that's why I just said I find that very funny. And then two, me and Ron Jeremy, and if you don't know who Ron Jeremy is, look him up. Me and him share the same birthday. So that's why I find that even more funny that I go, I probably act this way because of this. But enough about me. I know y'all ain't hear about me. It's fine. It's fine. Even though this is my show, it's fine. Back to the matter at hand. And as far as relationships where dudes and females cheat is kind of funny because see, dudes cheat probably because some of us feel the need to conquer, or how many females we can bag, or I don't know what's the entitlement. I really don't. But dudes cheat because we follow one law, and that's the dude downstairs. And I'm not talking about the devil. I'm not getting into a religious thing. I'm talking about the third leg. That's why I think it's easier for females to forgive a dude because they know it wasn't really emotional. It was just something to get your rocks off because your girl was probably on her period, or this or that, or she's not doing this or whatever. But I find it funny. It's very hard for dudes to truly get out. Like, dudes really can't get over when they girl cheat on them. Is That's why it's normally an instant breakup or it's one of them, because females are the most emotional people on this earth, which means that a guy is looking at it, they're not even looking at it. Even if a female be like, oh, well, it was just sex and I love you. Nah, it's one of them things they feel like they can truly connect with this person better than they can you. When honestly, if they, how can I put it? If y'all just had the balls to speak up and say what's wrong, granted, I know certain dudes brush it off. I know certain dudes just don't care, but my thing is, if you can't speak up for yourself and say, okay, this was wrong, and you just go and go, well, I want this emotional attachment to this dude, then guess what? You might as well go with that dude. I mean, I think that's why most relationships, 9 times out of 10, they actually, some work out, some don't. The only thing that really makes some relationships complicated is the factor of kids. But like I said with my last episode, you can't use that as, like, you really can't use kids as an excuse, because it's one of them things of, kids will sense that you're not happy. Kids will sense that with everything. I myself, this radio show is therapeutic for me. Why? Because I love to talk. Always love to talk. Ever since I was a little kid, I love to talk. My thing is, honestly, if you want my advice when it comes to relationship, look elsewhere, because I can only give, like, this topic will have females and dudes on here, like me and my backup and all that stuff. But for this first month, I did realize that I like doing this by myself at the moment. July, new month, probably more people. But right now, I got this show and next week's show to do, to actually truly see where I want to go with this. But like I said, got off track. I'm long-winded. I'm easily distracted. That's why I love females, because some females can just put you right back on track. I'm a firm, like, anybody who know me, I am a firm believer of the zodiac sign. But even with the zodiac sign, I am one of them dudes that you can make any relationship work as long as you communicate and actually be truthful. My thing is, female, like, the advice I can give for females, be understanding. Truly be understanding. Black males, and not to put a race thing, but black males and Latino males, we get our anuses kicked out there in the real world. The real world punches us in the face. Why? Because we already get stereotyped and all that stuff. And all we want to do is probably come home, scratch our balls, drink a beer, sleep, probably do dirty things to our significant other, and prepare for the day ahead of the next day. Give us a break, women. Please do give us a break, because we truly are miserable being out there in the real world, where our safe haven should be at home. Where, like, I'm not even gonna lie, I find it funny when people still have an issue. And you know what? Nope. I'm gonna say that one for next week's show. It's gonna be race. Yeah, see, here go the controversy stuff coming now, where it's gonna be about racism. But needless to say, I myself, I, like, that's pretty much what it is. Females, give us a break. If you with somebody that lie all the time, you're not going to be able to change them. If they cheat all the time, you're not going to be able to change them. It's sad to say that you're pretty much with them unless you want to do something about it. And as for guys go, don't put your hands on females no matter how much they deserve it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'll be a saint and wouldn't. It's plenty of times I done thought about putting my hands on a female, but I had to show restraint. I'm not talking about my significant other. I'm just talking about past relationships. There go that word again. But for females, once y'all understand, stop trying to change somebody that's not going to change. You're not going to be able to change them. We're set the way we are. Why? Because that's just how we are. And we could be more understanding and all this stuff, but that's not how we were raised. We were actually raised of having no emotion, having no feelings. We was raised to be men, to actually take care of business, regardless of how you feel, how your day going, all that stuff. You just gotta be, us. Like, I'm sorry, certain things we try to unwind. Like, I know it's plenty of times my significant other probably tried to get through to me, and at the time, video games was just a way of me unwinding because of the stress of being on the outside world of just, I gotta do this to provide. I just need to unwind. I just need to I don't really feel like talking. And that's another question, but that's gonna be when I get on the panel of, yeah, I'll save that. I'm not even gonna tease that. Yeah, I will tease that. Pretty much is going to be one of those, why do females feel the need to talk at the wrong time when guys already have enough on their plate? But I can also say vice versa. Why do guys actually say dumb things to their females at the wrong time? So listen out for that show. I'm about to unwind this show because, just like I said, the reality of being a grown up is you do stuff, you gotta go, and you gotta provide for the family. So my advice is to all those who's questioning relationships and all that stuff, if you can't love the one, dang, I'm about to quote a song title, but y'all can look it up. It's one of them, if you can't be with the one you love the one you with. Because 9 times out of 10, if you actually be in love with the one you with, that's probably the one that you were meant to be with. So, on that note, the merchandise will actually hit you same time, same place, where the next show will be about racism, because you can't get more controversial than racism. But then again, you can, and that's the two that you really can't touch. The first one is religion, the second one is politics. But guess what's number 3? Racism. And I'm really looking forward to next week to actually talk about that one, because honestly, I don't care who you are, everybody's a racist. And honestly, if I was to become a rapper, I think that would be the title of my album, would be Everybody's a Racist. Just to get people talking, going, I'm not one. Yeah, whatever. But as far as relationships go, all you can do is just hold your breath. Well, nah, don't hold your breath. All you can do is either live and do what's best for you, or either leave. Them your only 2 choices. Because if you actually gotta try to have an excuse on being with somebody just because you don't think there's nobody else out there for you, how do you know? Because honestly, I think everybody's biggest fear, besides, or one of their biggest fears besides death, is ending up alone. And I don't understand why, because I guess that's human nature. When people are born, they're born alone unless you're a twin, triplet, and etc. But even if you were born with somebody, you still die by yourself unless it was something tragic. So, on that note, this has been Caution Real Radio. I am the merchandise Eddie Stanley. Also, all my people that's listening out in Atlanta, I do have a sponsor, and the sponsor is a remarkable singer by the name of Gary Williams. He will be doing, even though it's miles away, this is a relationship. I mean, months away, this is a relationship episode. Please check him out in Atlanta. He will be doing a Valentine's Day concert. I will have more time, like I will have times and all that stuff. I'm not really a good advertised person, but guess what? That's why y'all listen to me, because honestly, one of the plays that you can actually hear the rambles of a black man just talking. But like I said, this has been Caution Real Radio. I am your host, Merchandise Eddie Stanley, and I will be talking to y'all next week. Thanks for the love and support, and I'm out, y'all.